Dario, and I'm a third-year ICS major.
My name is Justin. I'm a fourth-year bio major.
FG. I'm a third or fourth year ICS major, depending on the way you look at it.
My name is Jessica Matson. I'm a drama major and I'm a senior.
Hi, my name is Emily and I am a fourth year biological sciences major.
My name is Lauren and I'm a fourth year social ecology major with an education minor.
I like games kind of where they have like fast-paced gameplay. Generally, there's like a lot of chaos going on and like where actual kind of skill can take over. Not so much games where like you just like blow like everything up and then try to kill somebody by accident, but something that requires a little bit of skill.
What y'all want to play? I like all sorts of games. However, my specialty are first-person shooters.
The games that I really play are Counter-Strike Source, Half-Life 2, Battlefield 2.
Most recent games that I've been playing recently have been probably Battlefield 2.
Battlefield 2 is a modern combat simulation which involves killing people of many different ethnicities and nationalities. So obviously it's not racist. Sometimes you kill the Chinese, sometimes you are the Chinese.
Then I'd have to say Quake 4, which is it's another first-person shooter, but it's kind of more geared towards a single-player experience.
My favorite game right now, currently, is Prey. The best part about the game is it's fantastically gory. There's blood everywhere.
I'd say the gore and violence and mainly first-person shooters doesn't bother me at all. I actually prefer it to some extent. There's like a sense of gratification if you're playing online or even against the computer and just seeing a body just be blown away.
The more violent it is, the better off it is. I want to see blood, I want to see guts, I want to see your face on my wall with a shotgun blast. Fantastic.
You can do things that you wouldn't normally do in like the normal world. Like if somebody really pisses you off, you can go around and like shoot them in the head like 3 times and then like mutilate their body. But yeah, like I don't know, it's fun.
It really adds to the I guess the satisfaction.
Plus, like if you get a bunch of friends, like you get the camaraderie, like you're like guarding their back.
If you see one of your buddies just his head flies off, you're gonna be pretty upset and want to retaliate.
In this game, you whack people with wrenches, and their brain matter ends up splattered across the top of it. That's fantastic, right? Anyone would die to see blood and brain on top of their wrench. In fact, they get the death penalty.
I think some of the content in some of the games is really graphic and really violent, really realistic. And I think that is. That's okay.
It's probably what I would think of as the typical gamer game. I just think of people shooting each other and dying and blood and guts and gore.
Another game that I'm extremely fond of is Fear. Now the specialty of this game is that you can blow off people's limbs, appendages, necks, faces, and you can do this all in slow motion. So you pull the trigger, see the shots go in, ripping the limb off, the limb falls off.
I think that's silly. I don't like shooting things. I mean, if I can win, probably like it a lot, but they end up just eating me, so that's not fun.
I've seen, different kinds of games like RPGs and then first-person shooters, and while I can understand RPGs as, a complex world that you can escape to, I guess I have a slightly tougher time seeing the appeal of first-person shooters. I mean, I guess being a girl, I can kind of not get much pleasure from shooting a hypothetical person, but I mean, if it's what relieves you, then I guess that's okay.
I personally don't really understand the appeal. I guess it could be a source of getting your aggression out, shooting other people, but not really.
Matt also plays this game called Flat Out, and I really like that one. Because you don't kill someone and turn them into little bits of like bloody chunks. There's lots of games in Flat Out, but my favorite one is where you get the guy in a car, you drive up a ramp and you let the guy fly out, and he flies to a certain height, and you try and get him to fly as high as you can get him to go. And then the ragdoll physics make him fall down and he hits things. But he's still in one piece, at least. So I guess I'm killing someone then, but it's not blowing them into pieces anyway. I guess As long as they're not bleeding, it's fine.
Gaming, I really don't see it too much differently from like even television or movies. There's people that are really into television and they may sit on the couch for 3, 4, 5 hours and have watch a whole bunch of different shows. So you could say the same for gaming. Some people are going to get an hour or 2 in when they can, and other people are going to sit down for like 6 hours if they're like playing an online role-playing game like World of Warcraft. They'd probably be, I'd imagine, at their desk for quite a while. But that's why I like first-person shooters, is because you can pretty much just pick up where you left off and play for however long you want, and then set it down and come back to it later. There's not really like a big obligation to log multiple continuous hours of gameplay. It's pretty much at your convenience, which is nice, and it lets you do other things you want to do. It doesn't prevent you from having a social life at all.
I think gaming, like with anything, like you need to do it in moderation. Like there are crazy people who like get addicted to WoW and you never see the light of day and stuff like that. It can be the same with like any games. Like I don't think it's necessarily any different than any other hobby, in the sense that like it's like just like watching TV or anything else. You spend a portion of your day. I mean, if it becomes too big an issue, then yeah, it's gonna hurt your social life. But I don't think it's any different than any of those types of things.
In Battlefield 2, it allows you to play with your buddies. You can form a squad with only your buddies. That allows kind of a social interaction, circle between you and your, close group of selected friends. This allows you to broaden your social relationships with each other, therefore expanding what you do in real life into the virtual world.
I think that my opinion of gaming after dating someone who plays games has changed a little bit, because I didn't know that so many people could connect and play games all over the world together online and stuff like that. I think it's a really big network and I wasn't aware of before.
I understand it more as a method of release or escape. I can really see, like for me, it's going online, chatting with people, but I can see for some guys it's just going on in communities, shooting people.
Oh, and LAN parties. Never knew about those before. Never knew what the heck they were. Sounded like the word LAN to me. Now I know what those are. Been to a couple of those. They're fun. It's nice that friends get together actually in the presence of one another rather than just online.